Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Yo, another one, Hidden Hand, Truth Talk Nation moment with the 7 Mile Radio. What's up, Mark?
What's going on?
Yeah.
We got Mezzle in the building. What's up, Mezzle?
T-Miz the Great, man. What's up, man? What's going down? Mark and Judah, y'all all
Man,
right?
you already know what
Judah
it is,
Woke Ace in the
man.
building, man. It's a lot of shit going down, man.
What's going down, man?
Man, I got like I said, right now, we got China surrounding Taiwan with major ships. Taiwan threatening to send missiles. Right now, any moment. As why we talking?
Wait.
Why we talking?
Wait. You said China is surrounding Taiwan.
Right. As we speak.
Getting ready to possibly, or is it they're gearing up?
It's looking like a blockade. It's looking like, you know what I'm saying, they exercise and they might, because you know what I'm saying, China got the most soldiers or the biggest navy right now. During the pandemic, they didn't up their little navy might. They didn't came
China?
They didn't came on the U.S. soil. We discussed it last time and dogged the U.S. out on Alaska during the Alaskan summit, and so you know what I'm saying,
man.
They really, you know what I'm saying, and they threatened to take over the Philippines, which is isn't that a U.S. territory?
They invading.
So they want everything in the South Seas. So that's the new story. We also got Russia is moved up to the Ukraine, because U.S. Biden, your boy Biden, sent the artillery there to Ukraine, trying to take over that area, but that area is all Russian. We all know Ukraine. Shit, Russia started in the Ukraine way back in history, so you can't stop shit like this. This, you know what I'm saying? So we looking at the war moment right now.
War, man, it's going down. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People waking up on the vaccines, on the COVID.
Everybody
you got
angry, yeah.
Everybody open. What was down south? They opening up.
They open, no mask off.
Right. So you know we got the Texas Rangers.
Baseball.
I think
game.
we got a picture of that of the fans.
Crowded.
They had 38,000.
No restrictions.
No restrictions. So
no social distancing. So what's going on, man? Everything open up.
That's just to open up the stories, man. It's wild, man. Mezzle, what
open up and numbers up. What's going on?
Well, so while we in Detroit, Duggan stopped what is that? The baseball first day. What is that? The home opener.
Tigers.
And told people, if you ain't had no ticket, don't come downtown. But 2 cities over in Ann Arbor, that same weekend, they had a hash bash. So,
what's the difference?
I mean, they was all in the streets.
You can smoke weed,
but you can't go and tailgate for the home opener. Like, so was the COVID just at the home opener? I don't know. This is allegedly. I don't want to spread no misinformation, but right, like you said,
and this is the Metro Times, Detroit Metro Times.
Everything you wanted to know about getting a COVID-19 vaccine.
Put it up closer to the camera, Mizzle. Everything you want to know about getting a COVID-19 vaccine.
Okay. This is the Metro Times.
Explained by who? What that said at the bottom? Explained by who?
Metro Times. League. What's that? DeVito?
That's Danny DeVito's cousin.
We don't need you spreading no misinformation out there, Julie.
Allegedly. Danny DeVito cousin wrote that. No, I'm just playing. But man, that's
it's crazy, man.
So what stories talking about in the Metro about the vaccine, right?
I mean, yeah, they trying to tell you the do's and the don'ts, basically.
Okay.
What should you do and what should you don't do? And they it's crazy because they put the numbers out where it's 2.7 million people in Michigan that got vaccinated with the either Johnson
with the actual
the
Pfizer
virus. Or the Moderna.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Now, which one of the vaccines was it that they actually got there?
But
was it determined? Was it whether it was the Pfizer?
We had a high spot,
Moderna or the Johnson & Johnson. Which one was it that they got?
In the nation, you know what I'm saying? As far as The numbers.
But no, could it be too? Pfizer, you know, they have a factory in Michigan.
Which version of the vaccine did these 250 people receive? That then
It's been a
that's what I'm asking.
I don't think I don't even think they so.
Was
dumb.
it the Moderna, the Pfizer,
Yeah,
or the Johnson?
It's a mystery because they all came to the city of Detroit, so
they all came to the city of Detroit. You put an emphasis, Judah, on the Johnson and Johnson, and specifically the area where they set up shop at in the city. Now, what was the difference between where they set up their camp, I guess we can call it?
Well, I would say they set up their
versus
camp.
the other ones, the other two. Where were they at?
It was in the middle of Detroit on the west side, and so
you say 6 Mile and Livernois, huh?
In
That's
that
where
area,
Johnson & Johnson was
in that area, and they was in a couple other spots. I think that they was at Northwest Activity Center, and so they particularly came into the middle of the neighborhood where Pfizer and Moderna was downtown. Which, you know what I'm saying, it's each his own. But let's take a look at Johnson & Johnson. We got a clip from that. Site closes early the other day due to adverse reactions. Man, Mezzo, so what do you think about that one?
Adverse reactions.
So adverse is like a sudden
contrary.
A sudden, like a
adverse. What is adverse?
Yeah,
let's break down adverse.
Reaction.
When you think about adverse, the
like
first word that I think about is adversary, right? So adverse means opposite in certain way, and in a certain extent, right?
Yeah, the opposite effect of what it's supposed to do.
Opposite effect. So as opposed to healing you, it made you sick.
Well, it made you had some. I guess it would be sick if you had a reaction.
That's what I'm saying. Like if it's adverse, then as opposed to curing you, it made you sick. It made you fucking sick. You had an adverse reaction.
But is adverse a broader way of saying? Because you know what?
That's my.
We got
phone.
a caller.
That's my phone. No.
What type of reactions did they have?
See, a lot of people they don't know what that means, so they got to go to the Google or dictionary.
No, but adverse, they're not gonna say seizures. They're not gonna say. I'm not. This is legend. I don't know if they had seizures or not. Let's not spread lies. But it can be seizures. It can be a rash. It can be Bell palsy or something.
Allergic reaction.
It can be anything.
Any negative effect that
you didn't have
as a result of
trigger something that you ain't used to have. You know,
right?
Yeah, that'll make that.
So right now we got it's adverse. We got that one. So but we got a video of a woman catch the COVID-19 after she was vaccinated. So what do you think about that before we play the video?
She was vaccinated and she caught the COVID-19.
That's the one with the white lady on the screen?
Yeah. And so she was so happy about it and say and what Fauci is calling it is, what's the word he used? A mutated. Let's roll the clip. It's a word that he used.
Or at least 2 weeks out from your final dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, your risk of a breakthrough infection is very, very low. But it's not zero, as Ginger Eatman learned the hard way. After seeing thousands of Georgia healthcare workers getting vaccinated, 73-year-old Ginger Eatman finally got her turn.
I was ready. The first one was in January, and the second one was February 17th.
The Dallas IBM retiree hoped getting vaccinated would make it safer and easier for her to practice and perform with the Georgia Festival Chorus, which she loves.
I felt that I was more protected, but I have certainly learned that you have to be super, super, super careful, even after you've had your vaccinations.
Because almost a month after her second shot on March 13th,
I got a little bit of a scratchy throat. I attributed it to pollen.
But this wasn't spring allergies. Eatman's symptoms worsened, and when she lost her sense of smell, she got tested for COVID-19 and was positive.
I just about cried, and it was scary because I didn't know how sick I was going to get.
New research shows the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines offer a high level of real-world protection, lowering the risk of symptomatic disease by about 90 to 95%. But as new, more transmissible variants of the virus spread in the U.S., Dr. Anthony Fauci says health officials are carefully watching breakthrough infections like Eatman's.
You will see breakthrough infections in any vaccination when you're vaccinating literally tens and tens and tens of millions of people. So in some respects, that's not surprising. One of the important things that will be done and must be done is to sequence the genome of the virus that's the breakthrough virus.
That will you're fully vaccinated or at least 2 weeks out from your final.
Right. So you see that what's going on and what Fauci is calling it.
What's going on, man?
Now people, I mean, it's an episode y'all couldn't see, or you got to go back on 7 Mile Radio and catch the I Am Legend episode to which they kicked off. But
we living in the goddamn movie, man.
now the people is getting a vaccine and coming up with the COVID. But isn't that how a vaccine work? I mean, they got the TB shot. Don't they put the dead TB in you if it bubble up and if it react to you?
You gotta test it on somebody.
So they gotta have the virus in it.
I've always wondered as I watched
guinea
commercials.
pigs. That's what they say, guinea pigs. You got somebody to test it on.
Right. So as I've watched commercials over the years prior to the pandemic, that always said case studies show.
Exactly.
Case studies. Who are the people that you've been experimenting on throughout the whatever period of time that you've been? And did they know that they were being experimented on?
Well, yeah, you got people that sign up for it. Shit, you got people that's signing up for stuff that's free right now.
They ain't did no experiment on that, not the COVID.
I guess that's ultimately what I'm getting at, because I know that there's places where you can sign up.
They did have certain trials, but they didn't have it on the animals.
That's where they started at first.
They're supposed to have it on the animals.
That's where they started at first.
But now they just trying it on animals. Remember we did the where they just gave the zoo animal
just now
the ape or whatever
after
COVID.
They gave it to the humans,
right? And so
the animals
so now you see why the adverse.
They reversed it.
You reversed it. It's the adverse. So the adverse reactions. They just putting all type of reactions on one word.
Mutation.
Right.
We already did that, yeah.
That's fucked up.
Transform.
So Johnson & Johnson is right. It was just 15 million vials last week was contaminated.
Yeah. Where was those vials at though? Where did they go, man? Who did they? I mean, that's what the numbers say, but it's more than that. The numbers. Who knows, man? It could be more vials contaminated than that.
Right.
That's what they say.
Well, they just came up.
And then these vials that were contaminated, right? Where are the people that these contaminated vials were administered to?
Well, they said they wasn't administered yet.
That's what they say. You got to keep everything on the hush under the rug. You got to keep everything,
But we got Johnson & Johnson to set up shop on the west side of Detroit.
Right.
Meanwhile, Michigan has the highest spike of cases.
The hot spot. We're the hot spot in the nation.
I think they said Michigan is the most vaccinated state. I mean, don't get me wrong.
On top of that,
we one of the most vaccinated states.
So on top of us being one of the most vaccinated states, now I wonder what is the percentage of states where Johnson & Johnson set up their campaign.
I would think particularly
in
they tried it. They probably tried it in some small towns first. I'm thinking, but maybe they came straight to the hood. I don't know.
That's a good question.
But I know they was in Detroit on the west side, probably on the east side too. But they was not down in that Cobo Hall with Pfizer and Moderna. It was not down there. And so now that we having
major
a few
outbreak.
weeks after they left Detroit, the week later you get
that could be right there the evidence as far as us being the highest vaccinated, but at the same time
allegedly. Let's say allegedly.
Allegedly we're the highest vaccinated, and allegedly the highest cases and the spike in new cases or whatnot. The new spread is we're I guess we want to say the epicenter.
And we've been shut down though.
Right. Everybody was doing good.
So I just want to know if Johnson & Johnson
we wasn't open like everybody
like
else.
Texas and Ohio.
And we need to do some research here. Johnson & Johnson was down in Texas.
I don't think the people would have took it. I think they had to come to the hood to where the people wasn't quite.
They got hoods in Texas.
No, I'm talking about the hood up north to where it's in the mass.
Yeah.
It's not as big as up north. So you can hit a lot of people real quick.
Yeah.
Versus down south is more spread out. I mean, you do have big cities, but not like Detroit on the west side.
Where it's
everything is confined,
concentrated,
right?
In a certain in a
and so they can really hit up north, like Chicago, Philly, Detroit, Baltimore, spots like that. Even little cities like Pontiac, that got mass people. Gary, Indiana, shit like that. And you can hit up these small cities or
small black cities.
Cities.
I was about to say all the cities. I'm
and
like,
so and scare them, allegedly, like, boogeyman them,
scare them. Right? What is this video that we seen of this lady in the elevator?
Okay, we got 2 videos that go together.
Yeah, we got that.
First one, we want to play the let's play the lady freaking out.
Yeah.
In the elevator.
But before that, though, Mark, just imagine. How do you feel if you walking around, with all the restrictions going on, and you see somebody with a mask on?
Yeah, it's
what can you do? You got a mask on and they don't have a mask on. You don't know. They say they vaccinated and they're not. You don't know what's going on. It's like a Twilight Zone, like you said. Because no matter what, you still got to wear a mask. No matter if you got a COVID pass or not.
But you feel like free.
It's like, what's going on out here, man? You don't know what's going on.
You don't.
Everybody undercover identity. You don't know. So
you don't know what's going on.
This video is gonna really trip you out because
because people be freaking out. We got first video. The lady's freaking out in the elevator to where she don't want to walk past the lady because of her mask. And the second video is a lady. It's like she's either double masked up, she can barely breathe, and yet and still she want to put the muzzles on people. You know what I'm saying? They going so far to where they want to muzzle people and put them on masks that's running track outside. Like, what the fuck? Like, you already sweating, huffing.
Everybody's scared.
A lot of people already passing out running track.
Scared.
And you're going to put a mask on them, too?
Wear 2 masks if you really want real protection.
They say 2 masks now. Everybody's scared out here, man.
Let's check this video out.
Let's check both of them. We got 2 of them.
So she can come out of the elevator.
Because it's a small space, we're supposed to maintain social distancing. I don't understand why you can't just politely step out to allow me out of the elevator. When I asked you nicely, why you have been wearing your mask?
You didn't ask me nicely. You said get the fuck out the elevator.
I said that after you ripped
No.
You have a giant My
girl, hold on, my girl. You want to stand in the elevator with me? And catch it, like, you're not making sense, honey. You might as well get off at your floor.
I'm trying to get off at the floor. I can't come close to you. Do you not understand that I have an extremely compromised immune system? You are a delivery person incorrectly wearing the mask inside of the big building.
Is this incorrectly worn, guys? Is this incorrectly worn?
It wasn't like that the whole fucking time.
Wants me to come out of the elevator so she can come out of the elevator.
District.
You know what? The CDC doesn't visit any school districts.
Exactly. That's my point. They are creating regulations.
No, you interrupted me, Paul.
Country.
You interrupted me. Please do not interrupt me. They make recommendations for the entire country based on their knowledge and their understanding of what is best for everyone. And they don't need to visit our school district to make recommendations for everyone. And they currently have recommendations out that with the current level of transmission in Bonneville County, that we should be in hybrid for the elementary schools and virtual for middle schools and high schools. And we're not following that. But I do think that we should follow their request and their recommendation for masking. I'm done.
So you want to pick and choose?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do want to pick and choose. Because I think you might have a point, Paul, that we want to pick some things that are best for our local area. But some things might be best to follow the recommendations of the doctors. And I don't think that picking and choosing is a bad thing to try and make the best decisions possible.
Right. And what my point is that CDC is making a recommendation. CDC been to our district.
Yo, can barely breathe. So, I'm all for the mask if you want to wear it in particular spots, like, you know what I'm saying, like in hospitals or if we go into grocery stores or whatever place
high
require
populated areas.
But when I see people that live in the same house, y'all in the car together with masks on, I think that's weird. And if I see people with masks on and you jogging and there's nobody around and it's early in the morning and 7 in the morning, you out in the open field, I think that shit like that is weird. You know what I'm saying?
You in the car by yourself.
By yourself with a mask on.
With a mask on.
That's just weird.
Yeah, I see a lot of shit, weird, crazy shit going on, man. People be doing that shit, man. Riding around all day with the mask on, man.
Right.
Go out, get out. You gotta breathe, man.
If you're a construction worker,
I know y'all. I don't understand.
Gotta breathe,
I don't think
man.
people understand the concept of us breathing in oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide.
Right.
You gotta breathe, man. Damn.
When you breathe out, right, you're breathing out carbon dioxide. You're supposed to breathe in oxygen. I mean, of course, everybody's heard this whole concept since the whole pandemic started about us basically suffocating ourselves and depriving ourselves of the amount of oxygen that we would normally have. And that, in fact...
And you're breathing heavy, you're tired.
In fact, okay, helping,
you like,
helping
man,
to
man.
depreciate our immune system.
Right. See, they don't know
and
that.
our ability to fight off
viruses. And you always touching, and don't say you always wash your hands every time you touch your mask, because you've been touching everything, but you think because you got on the mask that you're protecting yourself, but also you got the bums around here, they wearing masks and they ain't washing their masks. Then you got kids out here, they ain't how many motherfuckers really is washing their masks on a regular out here? So how's we stopping it? You got people out here touching their masks all day. They at the game. They spitting. You got some spitters out here too up under the mask. You know what I'm saying? Just a whole
you really don't know how it's getting around, man. You really don't know. You know, because it's new. That's what they say. So you don't know how to fight against it, man.
So how's the mask protecting you if you really got all these people that's out here not properly washing their hands and their masks when they touching it? How, you know what I'm saying? You got majority of the people out here not washing their masks. Now, if you do it, that's on you. Don't say, well, I do it. Yeah. But I guarantee you, we can go look at them construction workers out there doing construction with the masks. They walk up into these conies. They just pull out their back pocket, throwing the mask. That bitch be having dirt on it.
So is the mask safe or not?
It can't be safe.
Is the mask safe?
Allegedly, that's
or
just
not,
me.
Man?
It can't be safe. Or you feel like you can just whip out this dirty ass mask and you allowed to come in.
Keep your mask in your car.
But
you, know
you come in as a regular face. They like, oh no, that's too dirty. That's too dirty.
You know, people keep their masks everywhere, man.
You're like, hold on.
Windshield.
Remember, you had
and glove department.
You had dudes getting their girls' panties, putting it on their face at first. Like, hold up, oh, I got on man. Hold up, baby, let me see your panties.
Give me something. I need something to put on my face.
And they let them in. So
it's the mask safe, but the numbers going up.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going against it or not. To each his own, man. Damn, shit. If you could take off your girl panties and just put it over your face, I guess.
Bra. My man had the bra. Over his face.
Yeah, whole C cup on his whole C cup on his face.
You allowed. But if you cut with regular, cut up from the barbershop or whatever, no, you ain't allowed.
C cup on his face.
Right. From a crackhead's bra. Crackhead's bra. But anyway.
That shit crazy, man.
So we got next story, man. We got your boy Hunter, man. Hunter Biden, man.
That's Joe Biden's son, right?
He said he smoked so much crack, he started smoking Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese.
But
Caesar salad.
come on now, people.
Call it the Caesar salad.
He can lie to he can CBS, he can lie to the people, but I'm from Detroit. Now we know you was not smoking Parmesan cheese, nigga.
That butter, huh?
Yeah, I was just smoking. I thought Parmesan cheese out the refrigerator was crack. No, nigga.
He had that butter.
You was getting that real Parmesan crack.
Getting that real butter.
No, the one crack that looked like Parmesan. You're not talking about the real. I ain't talking about that dust Parmesan that y'all get in at the store and shit. I'm talking about the real Parmesan, like the whole cake of it, the whole slice, to where it got that little yellow tint, it got the yellow powder on it.
That residue.
They got crack look like that.
Residue.
Now how I know? I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, they called them dummies back in the day.
Right.
Get on the block with
so
the
he
dummies.
was smoking the Parmesan.
Ivory soap chopped up in.
It wasn't always crack already. That's that stuff.
Dummies.
That's that blow up. You know what I'm saying? So his worker was getting over on him. So but he smoked so much of it. You know what I'm saying? He called it Parmesan because you can't get. I don't know, but you can't get your.
How you gonna get that confused?
You can't get your boys, man. The ones you selling to, man, the crack. I mean, not your boys. The fucking customers, the fucking real shit, because you'll have them out of control. So you got to kind of serve them like Parmesan, then hit them with the butter, maybe Swiss cheese, and go back to the parm.
Candle wax. Hit them with the candle wax.
Because you got it going, right?
You got the soap.
You got them going. So Hunter Biden said, I'll admit that he smoked Parmesan cheese, mistaking it for crack. But come on now, people. People that's from Chicago, down south, everywhere.
How you gonna smoke cheese, man?
They said it has hallucinating. People really smoke it. They said it has
Parmesan cheese.
You can really dry it out and smoke it, but they tried to make it look good on one of the shows I was watching. Access Hollywood, allegedly, one of them shows. They tried to make it like, it has hallucinating
cheese, man.
But we all know from the city.
We know about the blue cheese, the weed, the blue cheese, or the cheese.
But we know about the Parmesan
UK
crack
cheese
and the butter.
Yeah, but I don't know about no Parmesan.
He kept looking
cheese
for that crack, nigga. So he said he was looking for it all through the carpet and stuff.
There might be a new strain. Weed.
What? Biting Parmesan cheese.
That Parmesan.
Yeah,
Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cookie.
Yeah.
Parmesan cheese.
He might be talking about that weed, man.
But what about this, man? What about Jenner, Caitlyn, my man?
Oh man, come on.
What about that?
Come on now.
We gonna go into the celebrity shit. Caitlyn might be running for governor.
Of where?
Of Cali, because
California.
Damn.
Governor Newsom is getting recalled. You know, they didn't got a goddamn because he put him on lockdown, man. They
Governor
said,
California, man.
He shut down everything, dog. So they recalling his ass. So he basically out of there. And she running as a Republican.
What? She gonna win. He
whatever
we want. Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna call it that.
They gonna win. They gonna win. They gonna win.
They gonna win. Caitlyn and Jenner.
Yeah, they both gonna win, man. Got two sides of the vote.
So Judah fucked me up with this whole conversation before the show, right? When he painted the picture of Caitlyn Jenner winning the election, right? And then showing up for the inaugural speech in a suit.
As Bruce.
But then showing up to the ball.
As Caitlyn.
In a dress. In society, we live in a world nowadays where society will allow and embrace and encourage this.
Let that have his way.
I'm not going to say allow, right? Because allow it sounds like I'm offensive to the people who live that life. We'll embrace and encourage that and promote that.
Yeah. You know what? Did she win? Or did she win the ESPY? The ESPY.
Right.
ESPN Man of the Year.
They already said it. Man of the Year.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Wait.
At the ESPY.
Yeah.
ESPN.
During the ESPY.
When?
A couple years ago. Before the pandemic. Before the pandemic.
Man of the Year?
Man of the Year.
Sportsman of the Year.
Because he don't got the sex change, though. So, and he got a girlfriend.
And she can't.
She got a girlfriend or something. So, it's just, I don't know what the fuck.
Oh, Mark. Yeah. Man of the Year, Sportsman of the Year, one of the two. ESPN.
So he's gonna run
the ESPY Awards.
Not only before becoming a father, right? This whole climate, this whole culture disturbed me. But now, being the father of a son.
Right.
Where now I have to battle with the world and them telling me that this is a climate and a culture that I should
They
allow
took away
and
Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head
and promote
it's just potato
to my
head.
son. I should allow this and promote this as an option to my child, to my son. Me
Right.
being a masculine man, masculine straight black man in America.
Cut your TVs off. Cut
Right.
your TVs off.
You spend time with him and
Yeah, cut your TVs off.
and
y'all.
if he do,
It's
because
all
he's
over
going to watch
TV.
TV when he leaves.
It's all over TV.
And so you got to explain it to him too, because he's going to be in school. They teaching it to be
Yeah.
bullying if you talk about it in a
Yeah.
certain way.
Talk negative about it.
Right. If you talk negative, it's bullying, and so
It's
you
all
really got
accepted.
to.
All the while,
It's accepted. now.
All the while,
everything
They
is good.
targeted masculine.
they targeted.
masculinity.
But see, here's the thing, right? On top of this contrast that we're talking about here, we got Paul Pierce,
Yeah.
who's been fired from the ESPN
I mean,
for
Paulie.
and this is, I feel like it was more so for the woman being in the background scantily clad, okay, more so than the smoking and the drinking.
you could have did
It was all a
that
big
back
scene.
in 05, maybe 2001. Can't do it now.
And I'm not trying to throw my brother under the bus because I'm
Pierce.
I'm more of a fan of the guy that I'm about to bring up than I am of Paul Pierce. Not only as a commentator, but as an athlete.
Jalen Rose.
Shannon Sharp.
Right.
What did he say?
What-
I know he
Not
grilled
fuck
him.
what he
I know
said.
he grilled him.
No. We celebrated and made memes and humor about this man being on set of the TV show, smoking and drinking alcohol.
And drinking Hennessy,
Well,
cognac.
And this is not to throw Shannon Sharp under the bus because I feel like this is just a man being a man.
He's not
He's
exploiting
not smoking.
the women.
He's not.
though.
That's,
it
why,
wasn't a
that's
woman.
why I said that it was the woman.
twerking in the background.
But it is cool for a man, not only a man, but a young man, a young black man who just excelled from teenager to be seen scantily clad.
But I'm gonna do it like
twerking
this
on
too.
the devil.
Hold on, I'm gonna go deeper than that. The women in the background was foreign, so we in the height of sex trafficking. So where these women come from? I seen Asian women back there, and Paul Pierce shit.
But the thing
And
is,
Mexican
man,
women, was they
only
sex trafficked to
it
go
was
there?
That's what the thing is, Judah. It was only him in the video and a woman in the background. But you heard other voices
Setting
They
them
was-
up,
yeah.
taping them,
It was other voices, and they throwing chips, throwing money at the
setting
women,
them up.
but they was never on camera.
Right, that's the setup. I could sell that to TMZ.
So now he the one that took the big fall. He lost
Yeah.
his job, lost all his endorsement.
For
Paul Pierce,
341
No, but
views.
Paulie was taping some of it. Paulie had his
Yeah,
phone
he
on,
had his camera.
Then
like-
he came back,
He like this,
and
man.
then somebody else taping
But
it.
come on, Judah. You too old for that, man. That's
too
Paul
old for
Pierce,
that.
man. Leave that
Gotta
to
do
the young,
that.
leave
Gotta-
that to the young kid that's chasing clout. You know what I'm saying? 6'9".
I'ma
All the
tell you
people,
what,
You know what I'm saying? The Instagram.
And this is back in the day when I was partying,
That's
and this
Paul
is back
Pierce,
in
man.
like
He don't need to
05.
do that, man.
You would really tell niggas don't. This is like back in like 05, 08. Don't record.
OGs like us and people in our age and our
Yeah, don't
you know what I'm
bring the
saying?
phones
We
around.
don't do like that, man. We ain't gonna record nothing that we do and
Right.
just be putting it out like that, man. We don't do shit like that, man. So he took a big L with that.
He
one,
deserved
man.
that
He
one.
did-
So
he did it.
that's the basic fit. If you know, if Mark
Like I
had,
say now,
had the sound, donkey of the day,
Facebook and
yeah,
all
that
that.
week.
Facebook and all that. That's
or failure of the week.
yeah, man.
Because-
Because you your own failure, man.
Right,
You're done.
you done. I mean, he called it himself.
He
you know what I'm
recorded
saying?
his own death. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, you can't do that, man.
So we got the Black Lives Matter.
Snitched on himself.
Right, snitched on himself, man. And that's how do you lose a $600 and some $1,000 a year job, which you only work with six months, and you got everything, all the drinks, all that. You know what I'm saying? Covered, the whole nine. But you know, we got Black Lives Matter.
My matter, yeah.
Was erected in the Hungary capital. They had a statue that they did. They put up in Hungary. This is in Budapest. And within 24 hours, the damn statue was tore down and vandalized. What do you think about that, Mark?
Man, that's just representative of people not falling for the bullshit, standing for the bullshit. Like how we had this statue recently erected in the city of Detroit that was a depiction of the Baal, the Bow. Right?
The Bafferman.
The Bafferman.
Well, I remember they debuted that. This is what was that, like 5-6 years ago?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They tried to bring it to the Burts,
and then we didn't have as much uproar to the point where they vandalized and tore down in the city like we.
I don't think they really couldn't get to. They really couldn't get to it too. It was like they wanted to rent out a spot, get tickets to it, because I'm quite sure some people was trying to get to it. They was trying to get to that statue, but you know what I'm saying, they end up releasing it at a secret location in Detroit, which I believe later on, that's why you've seen a lot of the COVID cases during the early pandemic, allegedly, when they was pulling a lot of these bums off the streets and all that.
Man, the year that thing was released,
a lot of shit went on.
It was like ever since then, man, it's been like we already have a climate here, a culture in Detroit where every summer, right? It's like, here come the bullshit, right?
Here it come. It's about to go down.
But the year that statue was unveiled and put out here, man, it was the first thing that happened, first big story that happened, the King homes. The freezer.
The freezer, yeah. The freezer.
What freezer?
When the girl put some
the kids in the freezer.
Oh, I don't remember that.
The kids home downtown.
I don't remember that one.
Man, that was the biggest story of the goddamn summer,
in the world, right?
Downtown.
The girl killed her kids.
On Shane.
And they found that, and it was like somebody came
found the kids in the freezer.
They found them in the freezer in her house at the King home.
First, remember first, Mark, they went to the house first. They couldn't. They did a
welfare check.
First, they didn't find nothing. But the second time they came around, they looked in the freezer, the deep freezer. Kids all in the freezer. Just.
So the spirit was going all around.
Man, crazy crazy little fun fact. The show that comes on after y'all tonight, Plain and Simple, I think it was the first month of her show. She actually interviewed a chick who was the freezer mom's cellmate. Had her come to the studio and interviewed her about how Michelle, that's the girl named the freezer mom, as her name is, just talking about how she is and
yeah.
Damn.
Her mentality.
Then guess what? Remember,
she was friends with the freezer.
A couple years ago, that's when we did a show about the bodies at the funeral home.
Yeah, they was stashing them up in the attic. They was
fucking on Mac.
On Mac.
Right, and that
so
all
all
that
that
connected all the way down to Chicago to the girl coming up missing.
No, not that place.
Kanika.
Not that place. Here, right, walking distance here from the studio where we broadcasted from. Okay, there's a spot on Davidson and Van Dyke. Okay, that is right next door to a little underground strip club. I don't want to say the name, but it's still open and operating.
Okay.
There's a business next door to it that was a front shop, right? That was blasted on the news outlets around the city for black market organ harvesting.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Local news. And listen, that was the place. News. The owner of that place was connected with the guy who in Chicago who owns the Crown Plaza Hotel where Kanika Jenkins was found.
We was breaking all that.
And he owns a place. He not only does he own the Crown Plaza Hotel,
right?
But the place over here on Van Dyke and Davidson was connected to a building in Chicago
and all the way down to Phoenix.
That was also down to Phoenix. That was also busted for black market organ harvesting.
See how the stories connect?
It was like a triangle. Yeah, it was like a triangle ring on. Yeah. And so we was talking about that on Truth Talk Nation when we had the show.
See how the stories connect,
last year. What was that? Last year?
That's a couple years ago.
A couple years ago. Yeah. And you can go back and look at these
episodes.
Year and a half ago, when we was talking about this, to where organ harvesting was big, to where I believe some of the bootlegging tunnels that was running right along the river, to where the FBI have found one of the ecstasy rings was running ecstasy, but they asked the FBI dude, like, how many of these is around here? He couldn't tell you because they don't have a map of this shit. So that's how I believe a lot of people, a lot of kids was getting harvested and getting ran underground straight to Canada. That's why,
I mean, because of Detroit, not only it being an international border,
right,
it being a major black urban city,
yeah,
but it being a lot of railroad tracks and it's close to an airport.
Yeah.
So this is a hub for human trafficking, organ trafficking.
Canada is too, because they're up under that water.
You got the water.
Once you get up under that international, and the Canada, they so lenient on their shit. They not pulling over nothing on human trafficking. You know what I'm saying? So once you get up under them waters, that's why I think they moved the auto show to the summer so they can get more people out. Man. You know what I'm saying? If we can get more people out, we get them in the winter. We really can get them in the summer.
Summertime, everybody out.
And then the other event that's another thing that I was going to talk about as far as Detroit and geologically, as far as where it is to the border, the airport, the railroad tracks, major black urban city, but the border, the international border. We have another event that is the central nucleus of a lot of trafficking as well, human trafficking. In the summertime already, before they changed
The Grand Prix.
The Grand Prix.
The Grand Prix, yeah.
Well, that's what a lot of, you get the high
Grand
rollers
Prix.
in town.
Yeah, Grand
That's
Prix.
the high rollers.
Got
You
all
know what I'm
that,
saying?
man.
And they international too. That's international. So you got a lot of people
You got
from
the Red
Europe,
Bull, Red
Australia,
Bull.
Exactly.
China, the whole nine coming in because that's all the boating is international.
Everybody here.
So it's everybody's here. So they got to have the number one commodity, kids and sex.
Yeah, they say Michigan is ranked number 7 in the nation
Yeah,
for sex trafficking.
yeah, because Canada's right there. We're on the major border. But like I said, we got another video. We got we talking about that. We got the Black Panthers shut down an Asian nail shop for calling a black woman a bitch in Milwaukee. And where's the Asian hate?
Said bitch.
You know what I'm
Call
saying?
that as
Because
a
we
bitch.
seem to be getting hated on in our own neighborhood. But let's roll the footage right quick.
Check it out, y'all.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. You disrespect the black woman from my community. Look at him running. He's running. Why are you running? You disrespected a black woman from this community, calling her a bitch. Called the police on her, told her to get out, and disrespected Black Lives Matter. I'm here to tell you that's going to stop. Black women shouldn't even be in this store. He disrespects black women by calling them bitches. That's going to stop. Do I make myself clear? To scary ass. I'm going to call the police. Coming up in here. How dare you disrespect a black woman? Then make fun of Black Lives Matter. We spend money in here. What's your name, sir? What is your name? Black women, y'all shouldn't even be in this shop. Look at him running high. He running high. Disrespecting a black woman from our community. Don't let nobody in here while I'm talking. All right. What's your name? Are you the owner? Where's the owner? The owner right here? Well, I'll be back. Make sure you tell them we've been here and you ever disrespect a black woman again, we're going to shut you down. Calling black women bitches. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You know you did it. And then making fun. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm talking about. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? What did he say? He said something slick. I can't understand him. He said something slick. Don't do it again. That's why we're here. Ever disrespect the black woman again, we're going to come set you down for good. No justice! No peace! 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 Let's go. Black women, y'all shouldn't even be up in here. They disrespect y'all. Call them. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So, we got the Asian hate right there. We do. We got the Asian hate. They hate us because, and we supply they money. When they set up shop, when the Asians set up shop, they come to our neighborhoods.
Oh yeah, they gonna get.
We don't
paid.
see them setting up shop just directly up in the hills.
Yeah,
you get to that point.
Beauty supplies, nail shops.
They start off in the hoods selling the $5 lunch
Chinese
specials,
food,
the egg rolls,
they can get
the whole nine.
Money, yeah.
We support they kung fu movies. We support all the names. We got Asians all in our family.
I ain't got no problem with them, man.
I don't got no problem with the Asians. That's what I'm saying. They all in our family. So where's the Asian hate? But look, you see a nail shop owner, which blacks spending money with them. They in there calling out women bitches.
Bitch, you get out of here.
Bitch, you get moving.
Pay me that money.
So so
we got nuts, man.
So we got another one last video too. We got Angela Stanton King, which she had a 2004 federal case, which Trump let her out in 2020 February.
Yeah.
She's a Republican candidate, black woman. I think she's from Georgia, to where I guess she went on the she taped the Dr. Phil show, and she has a transgender son where he dresses up as a woman, and she don't like it.
Damn.
And she, she thinks it's a mental illness, and she went on there and I guess got ran. So let's hear her rant.
Check her out, man. She went crazy.
I don't know why you guys didn't warn me about these liberal agenda networks. So basically, the show was supposed to be about me and my son trying to find some type of resolution to figure out how we can fix our relationship. The whole show ended up about me being a black Trump supporter with conservative values, okay? Not only that, they brought on another tranny to try to tell me how to be a parent. First of all, sir, you don't even have children. You probably can't even... You probably can't even have children, yet you want to tell me what I need to do in regards to my child. Dr. Phil didn't offer any solution to our problem whatsoever. People telling me, hey, go on Dr. Phil, he gonna help. Dr. Phil didn't offer not one solution. Wanted to quiet me down, gave the stage to his tranny friend, let them speak in regards to the transgender issues, and did not let me have a voice. It wasn't nothing but a setup. I'm telling y'all right now, I showed my ass, okay? So when y'all see it, y'all already know I went completely in. Son, absolutely disrespectful, talking about I'm gonna die alone and all of this shit. Nigga, I'm married. I got a whole husband. I got 4 other children. Nothing about my son's mental illness whatsoever. Everything about me. I'm the bad parent because they can't force me to believe that my son is a woman. So I'm going to tell you this. Fuck Dr. Phil. Fuck his motherfucking wife. Fuck goddamn Paramount Studios. Fuck all you other crazy, dumbass son of a bitches that think a dick can somehow magically turn into a pussy. It's not motherfucking happening. That's the bottom line. I held it down. It was some ghetto ratchet shit, but I don't give a fuck because I'm standing on mine. At the end of the day, my son is a man, and the rest of y'all need to stand on your shit too. I don't give a fuck what label these people have by their name. Common sense is we know damn well a man cannot be a woman. Okay? If you were supposed to be a woman, you wouldn't have to go and have surgery to get titties put on your breast. You would already be born with them. If you was a woman, you wouldn't be born with a dick. You wouldn't have to go get your dick cut off. Now, I'm going to stick to common sense, okay? Listen, man, the show going to be something else. It's the white car over there in the front. Filming Dr. Phil. I don't know why you guys didn't warn me about these liberal agenda networks. So basically, the show was supposed to be about me and my son trying to find some type of resolution to figure out how we can fix our relationship. The whole show ended up about me being a black Trump supporter with his...
That shit crazy, man. She went off. Judah? Mark?
Man.
She telling like it is. I like her.
So what do y'all think? We can open up the lines for like 1-2 minutes. If somebody want to call and speak on the topic.
Like
but,
her,
if you got a son or a daughter that veer off to the other side, I mean,
would
you give up your values for your kid and say, you
still gonna love them no matter what.
You still gonna love them, but would you give up the values and try to say,
I like her.
Because if you got a daughter, your daughter is born a daughter.
Stand my ground and teach my son what I believe.
That's what's right and wrong.
And if they veer off,
I can't sway from that because of what the fuck the world says is right nowadays, man.
Yeah.
Because how much shit does the world say is right that we know is fucking?
It's all influence.
Corrupt.
Yeah. They're gonna push it in you, man. Influence you. I like her, man. She's standing her ground.
How is it now? Better for the world to teach my child what it is that's right and wrong than me.
Well, it's not just that. They teaching the non-bullying tactic to where everything is accepted.
But that's the way they're ushering it in by saying that if you don't believe in it, then it's bullying, or if you speak out against it, then it's bullying.
You're bullying.
So what you're saying is basically but my thing is this: you want to pick and choose when you apply that shit. Because if you want to say that shit, then apply it to every fucking thing, right? So you want to let your kid smoke crack, huh? Okay.
You cool with that?
You cool with your kids smoking crack, right? We had candy cigarettes when we was growing up, did we not?
Right.
Candy fucking cigarettes.
Whatever you want to do, I got your back.
Let them do it. Let them
do it,
right?
I got your back.
Let's flip it around
100%.
to me, right? All of this non-binary shit and identifying after making the world respect you for what you identify as. I'm trans financial. Fucking, I'm a tranny too. I'm trans financial. Okay. I identify as royalty, right? So why don't you respect me as the fucking billionaire that I identify as? I feel like I was born rich.
Everybody got to be recognized, man. Everybody want to be recognized, Mark.
Treat me. I mean, let's keep it going, right?
Keep
Since
it
we
real.
can't fight it,
Yeah.
if we can't beat it, let's join them. I'm a fucking tranny too. I'm a fucking trans
I'm
financial.
with you.
But we got Dr. Phil. Like,
I'm with you.
You with me on that, Bill?
who's Dr. Phil as an
with you,
expert,
Mark.
man?
I'm
Didn't
with
Dr.
you.
Phil catch a case of something on sexual harassment or something like a few years ago? Didn't Dr. Phil get in trouble? Allegedly, let me tread lightly on that. But didn't he get in trouble? Who is he as the expert to speak on how your sons should feel, and you know what I'm saying, and are you a good parent or what? And then how you gonna bring another motherfucker in wearing a dress as the expert? As the expert. And he could just be putting on a dress just to get into the bath. I mean, I don't know, man. Because you got a lot of people that can pretend. Shit, they could just put on a dress and say I'm a tranny and get
just to get this certain
and get into a women
just to get
the women jail,
just to get some. Ooh,
Maryland, I think, or one of them states is allowing it. So shit, if I want to do hard time.
So now you mean to tell? Yeah, that's interesting. So now you're gonna let people go to the prison according to what gender they identify as?
Mezzo, motherfucker, catch a case for 20 years. You know what? I am Sheila. So I'm not trying to do hard time.
So these transsexual men, right, who were born as women, who identify as men,
they
now
switch up.
get put in a prison with men.
Yes.
And they still have vaginas. Do you know how many babies in
they're
jail?
gonna allow it? You got women saying, "Look, I am a man. My name is Derek, and I'm going to do hard time."
I'm sticking with it. Book me. Book me. I'm ready. I'm going in.
You got some women right now. They will sign up for 10 years of getting booked.
If I get booked for something, I'm a girl.
All right, I'm going in.
You send me with the girls.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's where I'm not trying to do hard time. Now some women they like I'm going to do hard time. I'm doing shit. I'm in the showers.
I already told everybody I was a tranny. I'm trans financial. Put me in there with the girls.
Once you in there, you're good. Once you in, you're good.
So you're gonna have a prison.
You got a choice, fam.
You're gonna have a lot of babies being made in prison.
That's what I just said. That's what I just said.
Right.
You have so many prison babies now born.
Prison babies.
They say the only rooster in the hen.
Like first the issue was in the male prisons or the female
everything.
prisons was the guards, the male and female guards.
You could not have this law back in the 80s when the dope and shit was out, man. Men would have been something. What? All I got to dress up in the dress. I'm going to a women's correction though.
Lock me up for 25 to life.
Shit, they was already dressing like women back then.
I got 25 to life.
All they had to do was identify as the woman they dressed as, and it was good.
And I can get 3 meals a day.
Medical, the whole nine. Medical. Man. So shit, we can't make these stories up. And so these are real stories to where, you know what I'm saying, these states are allowing people to identify what they and go into jail and get a sex operation. And go into the army and get a sex operation, so it don't stop. If you want a goddamn a pussy or some shit, excuse the French, you can just enroll into the army. Biden is allowing it, right? And if you want hair nets on your military outfit, like you said, put the dreads in the back. You might as well sign up for.
They softening us up all while. What was it, China or Russia?
China is surrounding right now Taiwan, so we could wake up tomorrow and it can be a war, a fucking war, because China want the South Seas, and Japan. See, we dealing with arch enemies. Japan, they the last people that went through and slaughtered the Chinese, so the Chinese want them. This is ongoing back and forth shit in history. And so Japan looking like, look, man, these motherfuckers taking over. We just want to send the missiles. Because we already know where they're coming from, right? You know they're coming from Japan and the Philippines. This is an ongoing shit. They hate each other over there. This is a what do you call that? Like a fucking what do you call them type of wars, man? I'm it's like a racial war, but it's like a tribal war.
Shit going down, man.
You know what I'm saying? Different tribes. You got the Chinese or Taiwan. They are the real China,
they
for
battling.
real.
Yeah, it's going down, man.
And Beijing is like, look, no, we the real China. And so now they, surrounded the shit, and we got the Ukraine shit going on. But yet and still, you can enroll into the U.S. Army and get sex changes.
No, but what I was speaking on too was what we discussed a couple of shows ago about their heightening of the masculinity.
Right, because they don't want no pussies. But in the U.S., you can go get a pussy. You can be a pussy. Remember, you're a pussy.
Be all you can be.
It's acceptable.
In the Army.
You can go be a pussy.
Turn on the TVs. Turn your TVs. You'll see it.
And the lady shoot you like you a dick ass motherfucker. You can really go get.
Don't let your kids watch TV.
You want to wear heels and tote M16s? You can wear heels and like we had the superhero dude. Remember we had the superhero dude that was in heels.
Yeah, in heels.
I mean that's the next
whooping ass in heels and spandex out there,
climbing up the side of concrete, busting motherfuckers. That's the new soldiers, Mark.
A man in heels, whooping ass.
All in the desert. Running in heels. So, I can't make this shit up, man. We had these old episodes, man. Superheroes, man.
This shit, before we close it out, man, I got this
What you
bud
got?
of the day, man. Bud of the week. I say bud of the week because, I've been smoking all week.
What you got?
I got this motor cake.
Motor cake.
It's motor cake. That's what it is. The valve. Then I got the actual flour right here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, green dough, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to give a shout out to the green dough. Them people that keep me tight. Man.
Yeah, that shit look frosty,
you know
man.
What I'm
Let me
saying?
smell
So
that shit,
we got to do the bud of the, bud of the week, man.
Right,
just trying to do
man.
something different, man.
Yeah. Bud of the week. Motor cake.
Motor cake.
Man, so what's going down for next week, yo?
I don't know,
we back.
Man.
We missed last week.
Got, Mark? What we got, man? We've been
Man,
off, man.
listen,
I'm ready to party though, man.
Well, yeah, that's
I'm
one
ready
thing.
to
We got
party,
we got the traffic jam on May 29th at Post 1125 15403 Harper Avenue.
I'm ready to
That's
party.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's going down from 6 to 11. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put the flyer up together for that.
That's in May, right?
So,
May.
Yeah, May 29th, Saturday, May 29th from 6 to 11. Post 1125 154.
You get to kick it with the Hidden Hand Truth Talk Nation boys, the 7 Mile Radio. You can see us in person.
We signing autographs. We taking pictures. We got the food. We
all
doing it all.
All of that. So yeah, we got that going on. And I mean, as far as the show concerned, man, shit, we never know what's gonna happen between now and then, man.
Right.
Prayers up for the brother DMX.
Right. Yeah.
Praise up, man.
They looking for the dope dealer. Supposedly that he got slipped some bad drugs and shit. But that's pretty much how it goes in the industry when you want to get set up, because now that he's about to die, his catalog is gonna go what? Skyrocket.
Not only that, I mean, a lot of people don't know that he actually had an album in the making. He's got an album that he was working on, man, with featuring people like Pop Smoke, right? Griselda and several others. The Lock, we seen the one with the Locks he put out with on the deal.
That's gonna go platinum.
Yeah, come on, man.
That's going platinum.
So why are our greatest always dying like this? Notice, for a commodity, for money. Notice at the end, it's always Cadillac Records, but it's Cadillac Records in a non-murderous way. They give you money to sit there and beef, or they send a dope dealer in, or they send a shady motherfucker in, man. It always ends tragic.
Right.
With our greatest. Notice that. Is
Praise
that set up?
Man. Praise up the DMX.
Is that by design? Right.
Or is that by design? That's what I'm saying. It's both.
I mean, shit, set up, design, same thing. You know what I mean? It seems as if that it's like a pattern that we're witnessing. You know what I mean? With our greatest black celebrities, our most iconic celebrities, to where they
recently
always come to that downfall like that. I mean, ever since Pac, man, we've seen like, it's almost like when Pac happened, they seen, whoa, look how much they support these big black artists after they did.
Right.
Let's start manufacturing. Yeah. Let's start manufacturing that.
Why not?
And but look what was debuted last week or 2 weeks ago. The Devil's Shoes, like you said, the Devil statue, the Devil's Shoes with Little Nas X.
Little Nas X.
That means the devil gonna run all over us, or
walk
all over us.
A drop of human blood in each shoe.
Never in the 90s or during our grandmother days or our auntie days would they have allowed the devil to debut some shoes. Just remember that. And we closing out
with the devil. Hold on. Hey, hold on. One second.
Oh, what's going on?
I got the bag, man, but I mistake. I got the wrong bag. We got to send this bag out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
the caller that won a couple weeks ago. We're gonna send this out to you ASAP. I grabbed the wrong bag. I'm sorry about that, but next week we're gonna pull out the other bag. So
right,
this bag.
You got another bag.
Today. Yeah, we got the other bag. This going out today. Next
Yeah,
week
we're gonna send
going
that
back
today.
with the bag. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't forget about that.
Oh, it's gonna be
We
all
got you.
kind of surprising. So tune in, man, to the hidden hand, because it can be a hidden bag somewhere. You already know.
You know it. We
Mizzle
bringing it back
surprises.
out.
You already know. So I'm Judo Woke Ace.
T Mizzle the Great.
We got Mark from 7 Mile. We out.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio. Warning. You are now tuned in to 7